Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone, how are you? I think you are fine. How's doing your study? Are you studying at home or not? And I fear you are killing your time doing unnecessary things like playing games and other odd jobs. But as we have ample time at our hand, so we should utilize our time and we should pay or we should invest more time for study this time because our normal classes are suspended. So we should utilize our time studying at home. Hopefully, you are making a great schedule for time this time. Well, so today we'll start a poem named I Died for Beauty. It is written by Emily Dickinson and it is from Unit 14, Lesson 1. And the lesson title is What is Beauty? And unit title is Art and Music. So, as the lesson title is What is Beauty? So, that's your question. So, what do you know actually beauty? And to you, what's the definition of beauty? We have actually it's a relative term. It's many dimensions. Many people think different way, but poet here actually she doesn't define beauty. Rather, she tries to make a connection within beauty and truth. So, will she tries to establish a doctrine or principle that beauty has connection with truth, and that's why truth is beauty. Beauty is truth. So whatever beautiful in this world, their truth or what the truth is actually its beauty. So Emily Dickinson is a famous American poet, and so we'll see actually what happens that the text. So before going to the text, we will go for Emily Dickinson's biography. We'll try to know a little about her life achievements, and other things. In short, keep watching. So what it says, Emily Dickinson in full, Emily Elizabeth Dickinson, born December 10, 1830, Amherst, US, and died May 15, 1886, in the same place, Amherst. So she was born in 1830 and she died in 1886. So around 56 years she lived or she sustained in this world, and she is considered an American lyric poet who lived in seclusion and commanded a singular brilliance of style and intuitive vision. So she has actually a unique style of poetry and seclusion and commanded singular brilliance of style. So what she wrote or the style she followed, actually others couldn't follow this, or she wrote in a unique way or different way. With Walt Whitman, Dickinson is widely considered to be one of the two leading 19th century American poets. So there is another famous American poet named Walt Whitman. Her name comes with her, and they too are considered, along with Walt Whitman, she is considered to be the leading 19th century American poets. So, and if you go for details, if you can search the internet, if you want to know about her, she actually writes a poem about death, agony, frustration, isolation, and you say like inner pain, many types of these things like that. That's why there's a sad tone in her poetry or a philosophical tone that expresses agony, that expresses boredom, isolation, then separation, alienation, this much. So the poem, the very poem we're gonna start, it's actually about death, and it's not a normal poem. It's a spiritual poem. See, inside the text, you will see that two dead guys, one lady, one man, they are having conversation. So, but actually, it's a paradoxical thing. Can dead men talk? No. So we know that dead guys they cannot talk, but she made them talk. So that actually is a philosophical tone she used to show or to establish a doctrine, to establish a connection between beauty and truth. You understand? Are you getting? So poetry is interesting if you can connect or if you can grave the tone of the poem or if you can grasp the understanding and can connect with the real life. So in our real life, we see that in Bangla we say that Jakisu Sundor Tai Mohot. So what happens here? So what is beauty? That is truth. So she said that, and for beauty, for truth, she said that some people die. So we'll see actually whether the things happen or not. Keep watching. So this is the text. I died for beauty. We'll read out the text. We'll recite the text poem now. Then we'll go for critical analysis, and and finally we'll go for theme. But critical analysis, you are not supposed to write an exam script. You write for, you'll be asked for theme. You will write the theme. But if you do not go for the critical analysis, then you will not be able to understand the theme, or you will not be able to write the theme, or and nothing will enter in your brain about this poem. So we'll read the poem first, then we'll go for critical analysis. Keep watching. So eyes died for beauty. Did you hear ever that someone said that I died for love, I died for money? But here she says that I died for money, means through a person's narrative, she tries to say that someone dies for beauty. It's a bit paradoxical, but we'll see actually how it happens. So first person narrative here, I, so first person, and we'll see actually, see he, she, whatever. I died for beauty, but was scarce, adjacent in the tomb, when one who died for truth was laying in an adjoining room. So as I said, actually it's a symbolic and spiritual poem. Nothing is said directly, and you'll find some words, very silly words, but their literal meaning or lexical meaning and their spiritual meaning are different. You say like, I died for beauty was scarce adjust in the tomb, when one who died for truth was laid in an adjoining room. So what the meaning comes in our mind for room? Room is kokho, this much, but actually here room for is a tomb, grave, kobor. So what he said, I died for beauty, or it was scarce. He was in fear. Adjacent, adjusted in the tomb, when one who died, so there is another one who died for truth was laid, যখন আরেকজন মারা গেছে তাকে এখন শোয়ানো হলো in an adjoining room. So he was scared seeing other person laying on the ground or laying on the adjoining room. He questioned softly why I failed. For beauty, I replied. So you understand now the persons he. So the other person who were buried later is a male guy. So he questioned the narrator, the reason why he failed. So he questioned softly why I failed. So actually, why failed? What's the literal meaning of failed? The lexical meaning means ব্যর্থ হওয়া. But actually, failed here means death, means why you died. For beauty, I replied. So the narrator said that I died for beauty. And that guy, he said, and I for truth. The two are one. We brethren are, he said. So he replied that, narrator replied that I died for beauty, and other person who were buried later, he said that he died for truth. And at once he adds that the two are one, means beauty and truth are one. And we brethren are, and means we are like siblings, we are like kinsmen. So what happens? Here we see that one died for beauty, another died for truth. But another person says that these two actually is the same thing, one. And as that literal, say, philosophical context is same, that's why he said that we brethren are, means we are like blood connected persons, brother, sister, like siblings, like very close to like. And as kinsmen met our night, we talked between the rooms until the moss had reached our lips and covered up our names. So they said they continued their conversation for long until the moss had reached our lips. যতক্ষণ না গাছ লতা পাতা এসে তাদের ঠোঁটগুলোকে কাভার করে দিয়েছে, বন্ধ করে দিয়েছে, and covered up our names, এবং তাদের নামগুলো মুছে দিয়েছে. Means when a person is buried, then after a certain period of time, what happens, the soils and other things like uh, bacteria and others start decomposing the body, and the body lost its shape. So he said that we continued our conversation until the most means grasses and other things had reached our lips. জগৎ এসে পড়লো. Till then they continued their conversation. And what one point most covered their names. So টমে যে নামগুলো থাকে, those names are actually covered, আর দেখা যাচ্ছিল না. So till then they talked. So this is the thing, like we came to know about two persons. One is narrator, means the poet herself, and another is person who died for truth. So according to narration, it comes to our mind that two persons died. They are buried in the same place, means one by one in a row, and they had conversation, and from their conversation we came to know that they died for beauty and truth. And that's why he said, the second person, that these two are same thing, means these two make one, and for this reason they are brother, means they are very close and they are like siblings. And they continued their conversation about many fundamental things about life and beauty and truth, and their conversation continued till most reached their lips and covered their names. So they had long conversation. Now we'll go for the critical analysis. So if you read this analysis and understand this, then you will be able to understand the entire poem, and will be able to write the theme also. So what it says, the poem begins with a paroxysmal tone of a dead person speaking. That I was saying that it's a paroxysmal tone, means at once said that the persons are dead and how can they talk. So that's why it said that if a person die, we know that they lost their speaking ability, means nothing happens to the body. They just become a decomposed body, so they cannot talk. But it says that narrator is talking, means he is talking. So that's why it says the poem begins with a paradoxical tone. Shobirudi means someone died, but they are talking, they are having conversation. That's why it said that it's a paradoxical conversation. And here the dead comprises the beauty. So another point, another paradoxical matter is that someone who is dead, they are having beauty, they are comprising beauty, holding beauty. And the first stanza speaks about burial of beauty in a proper manner, and she's being adjusted in the tomb carefully and lovingly. So as we said, that first person is she, means the poet herself. So she dies for beauty, and she is buried there with honor and care and with love. As she is laid, a company arrives beside her tomb. So when she was buried, after some time, another person is buried there, and according to poet's narration, his name is Truth, and Truth is her new neighbor. Means যে কবর, এটার পাশে আরেকজন কবর দেওয়া হয়েছে in the same time, and first one is beauty and second one is truth. The second stanza is a discourse between the one who died for beauty and the one who died for truth. So second stanza is in the middle 4 lines, and this part actually expresses the conversation between the persons who died for beauty and who died for truth. And this is actually not discussion, discourse. Discourse and discussion, actually they are a bit different. Discourse means having conversation with high philosophical tone or spiritual discussion. There's logical reasoning, explanation, many things happening. Sensing the presence of beauty beside his storm, truth inquires about her cause of death. So when when truth, the second person, he sees the another guy, the companion there, he asks the reason of death of beauty. And he addresses her slowly and genuinely, understanding that he was touching a sore topic. And he was talking and asking the questions in a very sober or very gentle way because he was in fear when we discussed it. It's not a good topic to discuss. So she speaks softly to her. Then Beauty gives a reply, listening to which Truth connects himself to the cause. So what Beauty replies, so Truth finds that it connects with her himself. Means Beauty replied that first person replied that she died for Beauty, and when Truth said that she died for Truth, so then it says that they actually have common characteristics with them. These two things are one. He calls them brother, as both of them had given up their life for the fundamental they believed in. So then he calls them brethren, means blood connected or very close persons to contact, because they had given up, they had sacrificed their life for the fundamental reason they believed in. So beauty and truth, for this reason two persons sacrificed their lives, and according to the person's narrative he says that these two actually same thing. They do not have any difference. That's why they say that they are brother, means relatives or very soulmate, as they gave up their life for a fundamental belief they had in their life. So the bond formed between the two is discussed in the final stanza, and the last part we'll see that, and their bond, the connection between their combination of these two guys, these are described there. And though they had only met, they began to share relation of kinsmen in it immediately. So they are buried just sometimes back. They didn't meet earlier, but they are having a relationship like kinsmen, means like relatives, like a long lost sibling, means অনেক দিনে হারিয়ে যাওয়া ভাই বোনের মতো. They continue talking for a long time. So their conversation continued for a long time. They discussed many things like brother, sister, or kinsmen, like relatives. But finally they had to stop as their mortal body starts decaying and gets covered with moss. And at one point they had to stop the conversation because their bodies start decomposing. তাদের শরীরে পচন ধরে গেছিল, and they gets covered with moss এবং ঘাস গুল্ম লতা পাতা দিয়ে তাদের শরীর ঢেকে যাচ্ছিল. So this is the things like three stanzas here. First stanza we saw the two men, one man and one woman. They are buried in a row in graveyard. And second stanza we said they are having discussion about the reason of their death. Why did they give up their life? And one person, means narrator here, she said that she died for beauty. Another person, he said that he died for truth. And along with this he adds that these two are same thing, that's why they are brethren. And the last stanza we saw that they how they made their bond stronger. And they met for first time, they didn't meet earlier, but it seemed that they had been relatives for a long time. And they continued their conversation like brothers, sisters, or like siblings. But finally they had to stop their conversation because their body starts decaying. তাদের শরীর পচন ধরে গেছিল, and the moss covered their names and graves. So they had to they were enforced to stop their conversation because their body started decaying and moss covered their body. So this is the analysis. As I said earlier, we will see a combination or connection of beauty and truth. So it is established here. Now we will go for the theme that you were supposed to write at the exam script. It should not be that much long or that much you say explained. This should be little, and a very precious thing should be here. So what the theme, it should be indicated. not to add any unnecessary things. What happened this sentence, not to do this. That's say what poet tries to explain or try to represent. So the theme says the poem mainly deals with two familiar themes, their beauty and truth. So as I said earlier, this poem actually deals with two major themes, beauty and truth, and they are connected. The poet boldly depicts the key relationship between these two concepts, beauty and truth. That's why I said that poet tries to establish a relationship between these two concepts, beauty and truth. And according and then she said that beauty and truth are two inseparable ideals in life. And these two concepts they are connected, they are not separable. The poem shows that these two fundamentals are in touch with each other in the afterlife, and even they exist together in this world and after life hereafter. There also we see that these two remain as usual, even till their decay by the moss, and their stand together or their staying together remains as long as their body remain okay, or as long as moss covers their body. Their brother, and kinsmen, they are like relatives, they are like siblings. These themes of beauty and truth also remind us of the kids saying beauty is truth, truth beauty. That I say that kids, a romantic poet, she said that beauty is truth, truth beauty. And along with Dickinson's narrative, we also came, we get some of that. Yes, there is a connection between beauty and truth, and for this reason, it is established that beauty is truth and truth is beauty. So, did you get the theme? I think it's very easy. Simply two themes here: the establishment of beauty and truth relationships, and they are inseparable. They cannot stand apart in our real life and life hereafter. They remain as usual. So that's why it is established that beauty is truth, truth is beauty. Thank you so much. Hopefully you got it. If you have a problem, talk to me. Uh, we'll discuss again. Till then, keep fine. Thank you.